When Quebec's new budget dropped, there was a lot of talk about American tariffs, healthcare, education, and the deficit. But we heard almost nothing about public transit. Now that city officials have digested the budget, they're talking about what it means for public transit, and they aren't happy.
It's a setback. We're going backward instead of going forward.
With an aging metro system, the STM was asking Quebec for an additional $585 million for infrastructure maintenance over the next 3 years. But in the new budget, the chair of the STM says there was a $258 million cut. He also says a replacement plan for the Metro's aging MR-73 train fleet is no longer listed in the Quebec infrastructure plan.
40% of our infrastructure is in bad shape. Compared to what this government has announced last year, we're losing ground.
This public transit advocate worries that lost ground will mean lost time for riders.
They need money to avoid other shutdown of stations, and like we had for the Blue Line, especially for the three metro stations that were closed for a few weeks. That's the kind of thing that will happen more and more if we don't invest now in the metro.
City Hall is also upset that the budget appears to lack a commitment to fund a new tramway project connecting the Lachine borough to the Metro's Green Line, despite the city having worked out a deal with the CAQ in return for transferring $800 million in money from Ottawa for Quebec City's tramway. Faced with all these complaints, Quebec's transport minister defended her government's actions.
We are the first government to put so much money in infrastructures and in transportation. And in that amount of money, $14.5 billion goes to public transportation, including most of this money to maintain infrastructure for the Société de Transport de Montréal.
And when it comes to public transit, there's discontent around Quebec. There are protests planned at the end of the week in Rimouski, Magog, Trois-Rivières, and Montreal to call for more provincial funding.